To get us started now, I'd like to welcome, first of all, our esteemed guests over here. We have 7 Manchester United legends here with us in one place for the very first time to meet with you guys. And also we have with us Mr. Rajesh Dayal. Welcome, gentlemen. There's Wes Brown, there's Mikel Sylvester, Ronnie Johnson, Louis Zaha, Peter Schmeichel, may I say, Hall of Fame Peter Schmeichel, of course. There's Quinton Fortune and Nemanja Vidic. To get us started and tell us more about Apollo Tyres' commitment to grassroots football and what we did this season, I would like to welcome Mr. Rajesh Dayal, Vice President about Apollo Tyres' commitment to grassroots football. Mr. Rajesh Dayal, everybody.
Thank you so much. First and foremost, I'd like to welcome all the legends, all the media from, the people from media. Apollo Tyre is, as a company, is committed to the grassroots sports development in the country. And our association with Manu is giving us one such opportunity to take this to the deepest of the corners within the country. We all know that India has got, a lot of potential, untapped potential, especially for football. Through this initiative, we are making an attempt to get the best of the talent to get noticed, to get them and get the training from the best in the business. So this is something that we've created. Season 1 was extremely successful. Season 2 has even grown bigger. We had much more participation. And what we generally want to do is that, as she said, that we want to transform in our own little effort to transform this country from a sports watching country to the sports playing country. And I'm sure that this journey will continue and we will see many good sportsmen coming out from this country. Thank you.
Everybody hear me okay? Yes, so this partnership with Apollo Tyres has provided us with such a great variety of youth football programs right across India. And obviously over the last 2 years, we've had to adapt quite a lot. And the first thing we wanted to do when the pandemic first hit, and we realised that both players and coaches were not able to get out and train and play as much as they wanted to do. We worked with our partners at Apollo Tyres and all the team here to start a series of virtual masterclasses that I delivered from mainly Old Trafford or Carrington, just to connect with the youngsters, because we know how passionate they are about playing and how hard it would have been for them to be at home, not being able to practice. But even through a screen, virtually, I could see the passion, I could see how much they wanted to just get back out there and play. And it's been a real privilege and an honour and a pleasure to actually get out here this week, right across India, right across the 4 cities, and see that fire, that football fire, come face to face. So I can only say a huge thank you, first of all, to the youngsters for staying motivated, for staying passionate about football, doing everything that they possibly could at home just to keep that contact with the ball and keep that positivity, and also look after each other, because we spoke about that a lot, about just keeping each other positive through a difficult time. So I thank them hugely. It's been a huge pleasure to just see them play this week. I'm sure we'll get onto that shortly. But the standard of football that we've witnessed this week, and the passion and the commitment to training, has been first class. So thank you to the boys and girls. Thank you to the thank you to the parents and the carers, obviously, because you've made a huge effort to bring them certainly to the sessions this week. And we also know how hard it would have been for you as well through the pandemic. So huge thank you to yourselves as well. You're outside. And obviously to our partners, Apollo Tyres, and the full team here, who we've worked with tirelessly to put on the virtual events and obviously the physical events this week. We've not wanted for anything. It's been so smooth, and it's allowed us to really, hopefully, ultimately give the young boys and girls a great programme. So thank you to everyone at Apollo Tyres.
United we play winner. Congratulations. That's Frederick from Meghalaya. Thank you. Thank you.
I know that, you know, even when we were watching there, you could see you really enjoyed it. But yeah, it's very important to start, especially football or any sport, as early as you can. Obviously, with what Apollo put on for these kids, it helps them develop. And you know, it's practice. Practice makes perfect. And if you want to do something, you should always try and continue practicing every day, whenever you can. And then hopefully, you know, one day one of you will be playing in the Premiership, and it would be nice to see someone playing for Manchester United. But listen, you always dream, but the main thing is good mentality and work hard. You know, when you can get to practice, always try, and you'll get much better. And then in the future, you just never know. Something might happen.
Cricket is too popular, that's what it is. But when you start in something new, and you need a little bit of help, inspiration. This program with Apollo is actually helping. I don't think you can say that India is lacking anything. It's just experience and it's education. And everything has to start at some point, and it's starting here. We've got 2 players, you know, there who's already played here in India. So that's the beginning of it. And then it's about keeping at it, keep supporting it. We've got Apollo supporting football massively in this country, and we need more people to do that. And it's a progression, and then hopefully at some point, you know, the level rises, more talent. We've seen players today where you think, whoa, these kids, they are really talented, and why not? Why not in India? So it's all about giving these kids an opportunity to progress into the next level, and then they will inspire someone that can take them further and further. And we've talked about this all day today. You keep at it, maybe one day you have one of these guys playing in one of the big leagues, maybe one playing in the Premier League, and maybe one day India will be playing in the World Cup. But you need to have that consistency, and you need to have that support from everywhere, and also from, you know, entities like Apollo Tyres.
Yeah, so I came here 2014 for the first ISL edition, and it was pleasant for me, my personal experience. I discovered the level of Indian football. I got to know Sunil Shetty. You know, he's an example for all the Indian players, because he came out of nowhere. He's a leading goal scorer, and he's achieved a lot, you know, at his level. He couldn't make it into Europe, but for India, I think he's an example, and I believe football is growing. Of course, cricket is a major sport, but it's on the right path. And with initiatives like United We Play with Apollo, it's about inspiring. You know, giving everybody an opportunity, bridge the gap with cricket, for example. And I think it's very positive. So there's an appetite for football, and we can see that. Yeah, I like the statement from Apollo, from watching and loving into actually playing. Initiatives like Apollo Tyre and United is a fantastic setup, and I think it will emulate other companies to follow that path and try to encourage a new generation to play more football.
Yeah, I mean, Mikel was in the first season. I came in the 5th. And you know, when you speak to the lads, especially the local lads that have been here a while, that they tell me everything improves every year. The facilities, for one, is a big help. You know, and getting, you know, players from Europe to help out, and the Indian players can see, I suppose, how professional they are and what they do before games, how they you know, look after themselves, rest, sleep, everything you need to know. And it's just about what Peter said, you know, as years go on, people take this in and it becomes normal. But there's lots of kids that love football, and I don't think it will ever take over cricket. But there's, you know, there's a hunger for football here, and that's the experience I had in my time. We only seen 5-10 minutes, lads. Very good technically. Obviously it's small areas, but listen, you can see the talented, and with work and help of good coaches, then they obviously will get better. And I think that's maybe the only thing that misses is, you know, repetition quite often, which will help massively.